you scroll down at the bottom of your emails, the bottom of your DMs, the bottom of your text messages, whatever platform you use, you're going to see people you met at a conference and haven't spoken to in years. Or you're going to see that your friend from college is married and just had a child. And not only did you not know about the marriage, you didn't know about the child and you didn't congratulate them yet. So what you're going to do when you see that is you're going to send them that congratulations. You're going to send them that hello. You're going to make an observation. If you do that one time a day, now more actually equals more as long as it's quality. So 10, 50 a day is even better. But one time a day is 365 a year, is 3,600, 500 every 10 years, is in the tens of thousands over your lifetime. And imagine the ripples of goodness you can create just with one message a day.
It's kind of pointless to say like, this is where I want to be in 3 years just for the sake of stating that, because you ultimately have very little control over it. Like you said, you could, who knows, all myriad of things could happen in the world or to you or to whatever. However, you also said, as long as I'm in alignment with my values and I'm becoming a better person, and I'm like, I think the trick here, the key is like most people don't have enough clarity on their values, who they want to become, and what they're really all about, right? Yeah. And the tool that helps so many people get more clear on that is thinking 3 years in advance. Like if I like take this current trajectory and like, what do I want to point at? Realizing that when I actually get there in 3 years, it probably won't look anything like what I might imagine, but it's a great tool. Visioning is a great tool to like come back to the present moment and be like, well, if I was going to become that version of what I'm at, like I need to amplify these things about myself. I need to like get help with these things. I need to meet these types of people. And so, yeah, I think it's a little meta, but I think it's a really good way to think about this is like the goal itself is kind of worthless, but thinking about the goal and getting clear on how you would ever get towards that goal is very valuable, because that informs a lot about your daily habits and things we're going to talk about here in the final segment. So thank you very much for, again, the history, the present, the future casting. I know I got a ton of insight in thinking through that with you. So at this point, we'll transition like the last 10 minutes or so here, Ben. And we just want to be practical, kind of turn the mic over to you and just, something that you're currently either working through or something you teach or something you've learned that you think would be particularly valuable to entrepreneurs listening in. It's basically a smart strategy session that I'm gonna let you lead. So the floor is yours, my friend.
Cool. And let's start off. You know what? I have my keychain right here. I have a keychain for people listening at home. It says, "There is no key."
I love it.
Now, there's a lot of keys, but in reality, it's a reminder that I don't think there's one specific, like foolproof magic key to success, to fulfillment, to resilience. I believe there is no key. It's a combination lock. And similar to a padlock at the gym or a safe, each and every one of us has our own unique combination. So people ask me all the time, how did you do X, Y, and Z? Or how did you do this? You touched on, we're workshopping it. I told you beforehand, I'm workshopping this because people ask me all the time, how do you do X, Y, and Z? And I remind them that it's a fingerprint. Like there is no key, but I can tell you what I do. And then if you apply just a little aspect of each of these, I believe you're guaranteed success. So lots of B's. We'll go through this because we could do a whole presentation, whole podcast on just
it's cool.
this.
My whole framework is just a bunch of P's. So yours can be B's, but yours actually makes more sense because your name is Ben. Mine is not like Paul or anything.
Oh, I forgot it. So I'm going to write down Ben, and then we'll write down
Ben is the first B.
Being, biz, body, brain, and bond. Now, another thing I believe that's another B is that success, resilience, confidence comes from memories of winning. So if you can win these five, just these five, you're going to be more successful just in the fact, and this is biz, you're going to be more successful because you have evidence that you hold yourself accountable and you do the non-negotiables. Now, these are my big five non-negotiables: being, really quickly, something that makes you better and not bitter, whether that's prayer, whether that's meditation, whether that's breath work, whether that's getting into the sun early, whether that's a moment of silence, detaching. The last thing you want to do is wake up and then just touch your phone. You're going to get triggered. Yeah. So something that helps your being. We're going to do biz at the end, something that helps your body. Now, that is something, body is the most difficult one because we're met with distractions and I mean, food. We have to eat 2 to 3 times a day. So, but really, like, let's just say the morning to keep it simple, but it doesn't have to be in the morning. You wake up and you just do something that gets the blood flowing. I like to joke, do what you didn't do when you were sleeping. So, what
Yeah.
didn't you do when you were sleeping? You didn't drink water. You didn't stretch. You didn't get the body moving. So, get up, drink some water, get the body moving. That's body. Brain is something that's, again, let's say, does it make you better or does it make you bitter? Does it stimulate your brain or does it make your brain depleted with garbage? I used to think brain, I got down this cycle, the self help cycle of consume, 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 consume. It's not always nonfiction, even though I encourage it. It can be creative fiction. It can be something creative and unique. It can be playing guitar. It can be drawing, something that stimulates either the left or right side of your brain. Do that every single day. And again, it's there's no key. What stimulates you, what makes you better and not better. I think that's the key, actually. Not to say there is a key. Does it make you better? Do that. Does it make you bitter? Don't do that. But it's going to be different for everybody. Bond is something that is my favorite because I think people are busy and they neglect it. And that's just like making sure at least once a day you have a bonding opportunity. And it can be everything from a coffee chat to spending time with your family. Or if you're looking at business development, you pick up your phone. I learned this from Jordan Harbinger. You scroll down at the bottom of your emails, the bottom of your DMs, the bottom of your text messages, whatever platform you use. You're going to see people you met at a conference and haven't spoken to in years. You're going to see people that you used to work with that you need to follow up with. Or you're going to see that your friend from college is married and just had a child. And not only did you not know about the marriage, you didn't know about the child and you didn't congratulate them yet. So, what you're going to do when you see that is you're going to send them that congratulations. You're going to send them that hello. You're going to make an observation. If you do that one time a day, now more actually equals more as long as it's quality. So 10, 50 a day is even better. But one time a day is 365 a year, is 3,600, 500 every 10 years, is in the tens of thousands over your lifetime. And imagine the ripples of goodness you can create just with one message a day. Now imagine if you did 10, but just one a day. Hold yourself accountable to do one reach out a day. That'll strengthen your bond. And biz, we already talked about it all episode. If you do all these other things, you tell me, the listener, or you can tell me, Dustin, if you do all those things, is your business going to be better? And people might say, well, I like to take time off on the weekends. I'm not focused on business 24/7 like you, Ben. That's insane. That's focusing on business. Knowing when to rest is focusing on your business as well. So knowing when to take a break, knowing when to do income producing activities. If you can focus on your business and rest counts as focusing on the bigger part of your business, you do all 5 a day. Again, iterate. There's no key, but that stuff works for me.
Yeah.
That unlocks success for me every single day, Dustin, and makes me a more confident person.